Imagine this. You land in a new country. You step into a car, and suddenly, everything feels wrong. Cars are driving on the left side of the road. The driver's seat is on the opposite side. Even turning feels confusing. Why would an entire country choose to drive on the wrong side? Or is it actually the rest of the world that changed? Because the story behind left side driving goes back hundreds of years, and it starts with something you probably wouldn't expect: swords. Long before cars existed, people traveled on foot or horseback, and most people were right-handed. So imagine walking or riding past someone on a narrow path. You'd naturally stay to the left side. Why? So your right hand, the one holding a sword, was free to defend yourself if needed. This made sense. It felt natural. And over time, it became a common habit. In fact, for centuries, many places around the world followed this pattern. Left side travel was normal. But then something changed. As time passed, transportation evolved. Horse-drawn carts became larger, and drivers often sat on the left side of the wagon. Why? So they could use their right hand to control the horses. Now think about passing another wagon. To see clearly and avoid collisions, drivers started keeping to the right side of the road. This gave them better visibility, and slowly, some regions began switching sides. One of the biggest influences in this shift was Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon preferred traveling on the right side, and as he expanded his empire across Europe, he spread this rule. Countries under his control or influenced by him adopted right-side driving, and over time, this became the standard in much of Europe. But here's the surprising part: not everyone followed. Countries influenced by the British Empire kept driving on the left. Why? Because Britain had already established left-side travel long before, and when they expanded across the world, they carried that system with them. So places like United Kingdom, India, Australia, Japan continued driving on the left, even after gaining independence. At this point, you might wonder, why don't all countries just pick one side? Why not standardize everything? The answer is simple. Switching sides is incredibly difficult. Imagine changing all road signs, traffic signals, vehicle designs, driver habits, all at once. It's expensive, risky, and can cause massive confusion. In fact, some countries have switched. One famous example is Sweden. In 1967, Sweden changed from left-side driving to right-side driving in a single day. Millions of people had to adapt overnight. Road markings were changed, cars adjusted, public campaigns were launched, and despite the risk, it worked. But it was a massive operation, which is why most countries choose not to switch. But there's something deeper behind all this. Neither side is better. Left-side driving isn't wrong, right-side driving isn't right. They're just different systems. Both work as long as everyone follows the same rules. Because driving isn't about which side you choose, it's about consistency. Once you understand this, you see a pattern. Many systems we follow today aren't based on perfect logic. They're based on history, decisions made long ago that shaped the world we live in now. And once a system becomes widespread, it stays, even if the original reason disappears. So the next time you see cars driving on the left side of the road and it feels strange, remember this: that system didn't appear randomly. It evolved from ancient habits, spread through empires, and stayed because changing it is too complex. Sometimes what feels unusual is just history working its way into the present. If this surprised you, give the video a like, share it with someone who's been confused about this, and subscribe for more hidden explanations behind everyday things.